Good morning. I hope you're doing really well today. This is Tracy Brown, and I want to do a little video. Oops, the sun is terrible in my face in every direction. Let's try this. So I want to do this video for all those of you who are, and this is for everybody, but not just in particular for newbies, but are you having this problem? It's like, I know I probably should not judge my body or should accept it and be okay with it and all that. And I think that's a really lofty, wonderful goal that if that's a goal that's important to you, that you can achieve. I believe that with all my heart because I've seen thousands and thousands of people do it. However, I think sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves. And so today we are going to just start from the beginning and take the pressure off, like where you think you should be and how we can start from really what I think is a more fundamental place is respect. So let's dive in and get started. Thank you everyone right now who's live watching this. Please put your comments and questions and anything you need from me today. I've got, about 10-15 minutes. I'm here to help. And so let's get started. Back in the day when I was doing my recovery, there really wasn't, to speak of too many, if any, body image books and body positivity. And it existed, but it just wasn't well known. So I didn't really know what to do with myself. Like, okay, so am I not supposed to care what I look like? What do you do if you know that hating yourself doesn't work, but you don't know how to like yourself either? And maybe that's not just body, maybe it's everything, including your own needs. So my conclusion was, okay, I don't have to love this body, but I don't deserve, basically my rationale was to get through things was I don't have to love this body, but I certainly don't deserve to be treated like a piece of poop either. And I just had to start there. And that meant would I treat anybody the way I'm thinking myself around let's just get breakfast, nobody's going to know, and maybe I'll lose weight today. Nope, I probably would not suggest that anybody should do that. So I had to okay, let's go forward and eat something or at least do what I know I need to do and to honor at least the body signals I'm getting or to at least to do the humane thing at this very moment. And that's how every day and every meal and sometimes every week and month went for a while. And what that does is some really profound stuff. You start to teach your body mind and every cell in your body, because every cell in your body is listening to how you're talking to it, is you're putting more emphasis on food and your body as a vehicle for your life to do things you want to do versus whether or not it's culturally acceptable or beautiful or not to feel happy about. And it doesn't mean eventually that you can't really appreciate your body or even like how it looks. It's just that's not the main goal. Now, I think those goals actually come later once it's okay, if I do or don't do the thing with food, what is the result? And what do I need or what do I need to want to happen? What do I want to see happen? And so when we start to take the pressure off, I have to love this body even though I've been told for 30, 40, 50 years that I shouldn't, or that, I know that if I gain weight, which is maybe good and healthy, and people even want that for me and can accept that for me, but I can't accept it for myself, maybe I'm over-focused on the wrong thing. Maybe it needs to be more about how do I want to show up in the world? And, again, my body's listening. So how do I want to talk to it? And I'm talking to it, not just what I say about it, whether I think I have a good or bad body or not, but really the action is what speaks louder. And so if we're restricting or hiding or hiding our bodies or hiding our food or eating in secret, all those things are it's spoken through, it's the body language. It's the language of the body. Our behaviors and our sensations are the language of the body. So if we're behaving in that way with our food, it's the message of my needs are too much, this isn't acceptable. And then it gets translated back again and over and over and over again into I'm not acceptable. And then we feel bad. And then we want to reach for food to either restrict or overeat to again, fix the feeling. So it's this vicious cycle. Even if you're not out and about talking about how much you don't like your body or how afraid you might be of gaining weight. And so I want to, this video is just as encouragement. And thank you again. Good morning to everybody who's saying good morning. Is an encouragement to say, like, you know, I don't have to love this body. That's not a requirement. It's awesome. And I do think the whole world would be so much better off if we were positive about body sizes, all body sizes, but especially because there is like this desert deficit in being positive about larger bodies. That's what needs the most emphasis, because most people are positive about smaller bodies. It's like, this other way that bodies show up in the world naturally, needs the emphasis. Like, why can't we be fat positive? It's not really gonna hurt anybody for us to do that. And so I think that's really important. All right, well, I hope this video helped. It's one of those things that it's a video, maybe not what you would expect in a body image video, but it's really important to look at, like, what is it that holds us back? And sometimes it's this expectation upon ourselves. So thank you all so much for watching. If you felt this video was helpful, please pass it along to friends who need to hear this message to take the pressure off. But recognizing that every time we do something that is in alignment with how you want to show up in the world and who you feel like you are and how you even want to be talking to your own body, that is body image healing. It doesn't have to look like loving your body first. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.